to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Hi everybody, it's been a while since I've done a review. On tonight is going to be a fragrance that is a more recent acquisition, and this fragrance was recommended to me by a very, very sweet young lady that's well known amongst this fragrance community by the name of Josie, and she recommended this fragrance to me because I was looking for a more wearable sort of fragrance, a more gentlemanly sort of fragrance from the house of Profumum Roma, which sadly isn't really one of my favorite houses, although there are some heavy hitters from that fragrance house that I absolutely love. There's maybe 3 or 4 that I think are absolutely bottle worthy, regardless of price, but for the most part, you know, a lot of their stuff is just too sweet, too, I'm going to just say it, girly, okay, in a way. It's too teeny boppy, sort of too much sweetness going on for the most part for my liking. For me, most of their scents definitely resemble something that a teenage girl would be wearing, and that's just not my style. I'm not knocking anybody. If you like what you wear, you go ahead and wear it. I wear Black Orchid, that's a woman's perfume, and I love it, and there you go. So, wear what you like, but that's just for me. Some of their stuff is basically just too much for me to handle. But there are a few fragrances from this house that are absolutely, you know, stunning. They're all quality. You can tell that they're all quality. It's just that some of them just don't do it for me. So, without further ado, let's get into this fragrance here. This is Antico Caruso by Profumum Roma. Now, these bottles all come in 3.4 ounce. There is the travel sprays, which are, I believe, 30 mils. Lucky Scent does not offer this, and I do not believe there's anywhere else in the U.S. that offers this. You have to get it directly from the website. I could be wrong. If anybody knows, please comment down below and let us all know. But for the most part, the 3.4 ounce bottles are all going to run you at least $240. Some of them are $280 and up. So they are pricey little devils. The one good thing is, I believe they're all 25% to 35% parfum. So it's like a parfum extrait, I believe, which means it's going to last and project longer than anything you've ever experienced, most likely. So that is one thing I will say about Profumum Roma as a house. They're all very minimalistic when it comes to the fragrances. It's usually like 3 or 4 notes going on. Not a whole lot of complexity as far as the transitions, but quality, long-lasting, you get what you pay for. And that goes for all the fragrances they have. You know, I'm not going to say just because I don't like it or I don't want to wear it or I don't feel comfortable wearing it doesn't mean that it's not a good fragrance. It's just not for me. So, Antico Caruso. This particular fragrance right here, as you can see, the sprayers are awesome. Why don't I delve into presentation a little bit? So it's going to come in this box. Okay. Inside of the box is going to have some information, some foam. Okay, and this you can get a little travel sprayer you can decant your juice into. They all come with rubber caps, so you have to take the cap off and put on the atomizer that comes with it, just like with Guerlain's, L'Art La Matière fragrances, and Serge Lutens fragrances. So if you're familiar with that, that is what you're looking at with this. The one thing I will say, I do really like the minimalistic approach as far as the glass goes. Very, very heavy glass, and it even has the year that it's released on the back, as you can see, 2001. But the one thing I don't like is these caps, and the atomizers are shit. I'm going to just say it, you know, bluntly, they're shit. This you could easily break. You know, the atomizers, whatever, I guess, but the cap is crap. So when you're paying that kind of money, I just think that you should get what you pay for, and as far as their caps go, they're crap. So, but that's besides the point, I suppose. It's about the juice inside. The fragrance. This particular fragrance is supposed to resemble classiness, you know, from way back when. It's supposed to resemble a barber shop, white tiles, leather chairs, different kinds of soaps, tonics, etc. Just gentlemen getting a clean shave, getting a nice haircut, primped up and looking proper. So that is what this fragrance is supposed to represent. Do I get that from the fragrance? In the beginning, it's all barbershop, which, if you know me, you know I don't like that. It's definitely, in the beginning, it's definitely soapy. The notes in this fragrance that are listed, you can interpret it whatever way you want. There's only 3 notes that are actually listed, though. Almond, leather, and sandalwood. What this fragrance smells like to me is you get like a soapy citrus with a little bit of almond at the top, and it's just very fresh, soapy, clean, barbershoppy sort of feel. And then as it develops, which this is going to transition over about 45 minutes on my skin anyways. It might take longer on yours, maybe a little less, but either way, it does take a little bit for it to transition into the next stage, which is basically what I get for the rest of the life of the fragrance. You're going to get a creamy almond, which is the combination of the sandalwood mixing with almond, and vanilla. That's what I get. The only 2 fragrances that I can really kind of describe this smelling like are Givenchy Pie and Amouage Reflection Man. So, and even some have compared it to Le Male, but honestly, I could see it, but it's just not, the quality is superior to Le Male, therefore I don't really, connect the 2. But yeah, it does have a similarity to Le Male's Dry Down. However, I more closely describe this as something that goes along the lines of Amouage Reflection Man meets Givenchy Pie with a barbershop, opening. So you're getting the almond that you get from Givenchy Pie mixed with the sort of cleaner sort of take on vanilla. So you're getting this fresh vanilla almond. That's all you're going to get from the fragrance. Fresh vanilla almond all the way through. After that initial 45 minutes, that's what you're going to get for the life of the fragrance. So for the life of the fragrance, you're looking at beast. Okay, longevity. I'm getting 20 hours. Forget about it. And that's just on my skin. I spray this on my clothes. I had a hoodie that I wore the other week. I sprayed it on the hoodie, and I hadn't washed that hoodie until like 2 days ago, and it was still on there. I mean, it's going to stay on there for a very, very long time. When you spray this on, I'll even show you. I'll waste another spray. You can see the oiliness. You see? So it's very, very oily. Now let's come over here. See that? Yes, very oily. Very, very oily. Gonna last a long time. You're gonna smell good for a very long time. If you don't feel like taking a shower for a couple days, spray some Profumum Roma on. Other than that, so who would wear this fragrance? I, honestly think anyone that wants to kind of project the image of being a gentleman, this is for you. Women, this is perfectly unisex, I think. It does have that fresh, manly vibe at the beginning, but as you transition, if you can wear Reflection Man or Givenchy Pie and feel comfortable, you can totally wear this, no problem. But what I would recommend you wear this for is it's like semi-formal occasions. So, maybe jacket, a suit jacket with jeans and smart shoes, something like that. Or totally formal. Now, casually, you can wear this, but to me, it just has this real classy vibe to it that I personally won't grab this as much as if I'm just going off to school or going off to work. It's just not one of those types of fragrances in my mind. It's more or less something that I would grab for special occasions or going out for a special occasion. That being said, is it really truly versatile? Yes, it is. It is something I totally can see someone wearing as a signature scent. It's just that for me, it's a little more classy, and I prefer a little more playful fragrances for fragrances that I consider to be more versatile or for my personal taste. For me, Royal Oud by Creed, which isn't necessarily playful, it's just a little sweeter, and then like New Harlem, stuff like that. I consider those for me more along the lines something that I would wear for a signature scent. This is something that I would wear when I'm more dressed up. Age range, like I said, anybody. You want to smell good, you want to smell fresh, you want to smell gentlemanly or more mature. It's for you. Price point, it is what it is. It's niche. It's Profumum Roma. You're paying for quality. And as far as the seasons go, honestly, anytime, it has a nice barbershop citrusy opening, and if you do like one spray in the summer, you should be totally fine. And this definitely feels like something that I could wear on summer nights. Granted, I didn't have this fragrance in the summer, but it just has that feel. It's not overly heavy. But you can wear this all year long, no problem. It's just that for me, there's very specific times that I would pull it out. That being said, it smells delicious. And, I've received compliments with it. I totally don't give a shit about that at this point because I get compliments no matter what. So I wear anything and you smell good. So that doesn't really much matter. It's not a very good way for me to kind of describe to you how you're going to get reactions with the fragrance. I personally think that you should just buy what you love. And if you love it, then chances are most people around you will end up at least liking it or tolerating it to the very least. But anyways, that being said, this fragrance, for the price, for what it is, as far as it being like luxurious, it's worth it to me. And as far as the ingredients and the smell and everything, I give it a solid 9 out of 10. It smells good. It smells really good. And it's one that I definitely will be reaching for those special occasions. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.